Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Child girl, if you're new here, girl, I am Tanya. Girl, I am a thrift queen, girl, lover of all the things thrifting, fashion, home decor, a little bit of gardening. Girl, I'm into just all the things. So if that's your vibe, girl, don't forget to subscribe before you roll out, scroll up, hit the next button. Subscribe for the vibes, okay? We doing this all 2025. So of course you saw the title of the video, and I just wanted to come on and be able to share with you guys my thoughts on thrifting 101, what you need to know in order to thrift. I've been sharing thrifting content over here, a year or two now. And I just felt like, I wanted to give the girls a little one-on-one, a little tips, tricks, things I do when I go thrifting, in case you kind of want to dibble and dabble a little bit into thrifting, or if you are also a thrifter, girl, feel free to drop down in the comments and girl, help each other out. If there's something I forgot or something that you think will help everyone else out, definitely add it down to the comment section below. So girl, you want to go thrifting. This is the year you want to tap into thrifting. Maybe you want to be a reseller. Maybe you are, trying to build your wardrobe again, or you got a new place and you want to kind of incorporate some thrifted things. You want to find vintage items, whatever it is that you're choosing to want to thrift. I'm glad you made the choice because thrifting is everything. And, I hope that this video can kind of help you in your thrifting experience. So I think number one, you got to know your style, know what you're looking for. Even if you are experiencing in style and trying to figure out what your style is, I do think thrifting is a great way to do that. But you need to have something in mind. You need to have either, your favorite style influencers. You want to, see if the styles that they have can work for you, or you already know your style, or you want to just find unique things. I think that's key in thrifting, because if you don't define it, you will, number one, be overwhelmed in the thrift store, and you will just find yourself grabbing and buying every quote unquote cute thing that you see, even though that's not you, it's not your style, it's not gonna fit in your wardrobe. So I think you need to use Pinterest, use all the social media platforms, because we're on all of them, and just find what inspires you. Go in the thrift store looking for things that you are completely inspired by, what you know you're gonna wear, what you know is gonna work for you. But it also gives you an opportunity to play. So you get an opportunity to try styles because you're trying it for less. And then, you get a chance to experiment. So I think you really need to have at least something in mind, whether you're just thrifting right now for coats, you're just specifically going for one thing. I just wanna find coats, or I just wanna find denim. Whatever it is, I think you do need to have some vision in your mind for what you're going for, especially if you're new to this. I can go in a thrift store, touch every single row and aisle in the store, know what I'm looking for, zip in and zip out, and I'm good. But for someone who's new and you want to get into it, go with something in mind so that you are not definitely overwhelmed. Tip number one. And I have my phone here, y'all, because I did take some notes because I didn't want to just ramble this video all the way through. But so, know your style, know what you're going for, have some type of idea. So number two, I would say, finding the right thrift store. I get asked all the time when I post a thrift haul video, or if I share, that I got this from such and such place, and they'll be like, well, what Goodwill was that? Or what store was that? Girl, Google and go. Hey, as cliche as it sounds, Google and go. I can't tell you how many times I have drove through a new city, new town. If I'm going somewhere new, I just get on my phone and say thrift stores near me, and I go. Here in Huntsville, yeah, we have, your typical. So we have Goodwill, we have America's Thrift Store, we have Thrift Mart, we have Value Village, Downtown Rescue Mission. Girl, thrift, go to all of them. Go to all of them. I've been to 3 different thrift stores. 3 different America's Thrift Stores. I'll go to 2 to 3 different Downtown Rescue Missions. We got 2 Value Villages. I'm gonna hit them up. Google and go. That's your best friend. And I almost hate telling people, go to this particular store or this store for this and that, or people ask me, what are your best thrift stores? Because one thing about thrifting, it's unpredictable. You don't know what you're gonna find. I think that's the excitement and thrill of thrifting, is you're gonna go and you're not gonna know what you're gonna find. I go with zero expectations 99% of the time and just let the pieces find me. So I don't like to always say, go here, go there, because you can go and find nothing for months. I find every single thing. So you just have to go, thrift and go, or Google and go, excuse me, and then be open to knowing or realizing that not every time you go thrifting, you're going to find something. Not every time you go, there's going to be bomb pieces that you're going to find every single time. When I was creating style boxes, it probably take me a month and multiple thrift stores, multiple shopping trips to put together one style box for someone. So just be open-minded, but you got to Google and go. And then you got to go in the places that you look at and you be like, oh, or it just already giving you like a vibe, and you be like, I don't want to go in there. That's the thrift store to go in. I have found the best things in those little rinky-dinky, mom and poppy, hole in the wall, back door, backyard thrift stores. I have found the best things in those stores. So go to your cookie cutters, your main stores, but go often, because thrifting, they're putting stuff out all the time. So definitely make sure that you Google and go. And I get asked, all the time, well, Tanya, number 3, when to go thrifting? Well, I found personally the best time to go thrifting is during the week. Go Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday if you can. Avoid sale days and avoid the weekends for the obvious reasons. Now, for budget reasons, if you need to go on sales days, by all means. Fortunately here, most of my thrift stores, there's sales in each one of those stores on those days. Of course, most times I never pick up the things that are on sale. Coincidentally, I almost never do, but say for New Year's Day, the whole store was 50% off. So I was good in Thrift Mart that day. But you definitely want to just pick those times to go. Avoid the weekends if you can. Avoid sales days if you can. It's crowded, it's too many people, it's a lot going on. But hey, girl, do what you gotta do. All right, so now that you've got, a vision in mind for what you're going to the thrift stores for, found the right stores, you know when to go thrifting, girl, what you gonna wear thrifting? So I don't normally typically show myself when I'm thrifting because I'm not in quote unquote the best. I don't look like this, okay, when I'm thrifting. I have found that it's easier for me to have on tights, a tank, t-shirt at most, and then just if it's cold, outerwear. Definitely some socks, because you don't want to kind of always stick your foot in something, but then I like to go in my Birkenstocks, because when I wear my sneakers, say I go thrifting after a gym session, it is irritating to have to take them sneakers off, untie them, try the shoe on, put the sneaker back on, tie it back up. It's irritating. I will be in Birkenstocks, socks, some tights, rundown tights that I've worn to the gym or whatever, a tank or a t-shirt, because most thrift stores do not have dressing rooms. And so you want to be able to try that piece on in the store right there in the aisle. So I need to be able to, put my blazer on top or whatever I got. And typically it's a graphic tee, because most times in my closet or wardrobe, I'm gonna wear a graphic tee. If your comfort zone is, say, a turtleneck, and you're comfortable enough in trying on clothes with a turtleneck on, wear that. But typically I'm in a graphic tee so I can try the blazer on. I normally like tanks because if I need to throw a blouse, over to see if a blouse is gonna work for me, I like to be able to do that. So sometimes, yes, I end up in the thrift store after work, and so I'm dressed for work when I go, but I've been thrifting so long now, I can look at something and know if it's gonna work on me. But if you're new to it, try to go when you can just wear some casual fitted stuff, so that way you can put jeans on over those tights and not be constrained, give or take, an inch or two. Just from that, you can kind of see what something is gonna fit like on you. So keep that in mind when you go. Comfort is the best. Birkenstocks me slides because I want to be able to try shoes on, and getting in and out of something that needs to be untied and buckled, and it just takes more time, and then you get burnt out easier, quicker in a thrift store when you have to maneuver and do all that. And especially if it's a crowded day, you want to be in and out. So that's what, if I had to advise what to wear that while you're thrifting. So now that you're thrifting, it's kind of one of those things like, okay, so what do you look for? And y'all know, typically when I show my thrift videos, I normally have like a routine of the store, because I've done it. So normally it's like, okay, I'm gonna hit the bags aisle, because that's right over here. So I'm gonna go to the bags aisle. I found myself lately beelining straight to the men's. I go straight to the men's section. And I know for me in the men's section, blazers are always gonna hit. I know that I can find probably denim. I look for the men's Levi's, Carhartt, I'm definitely looking for the Carhartt, the Levi's. Sometimes, depending on the jean, you know, if it's, you know, an American Eagle jean or whatever, I know that I go over there to the men's section for the camos. So I already know I'm hitting those things up in the men's section. I know a men's blazers, looking for a double-breasted button-down blazer. I know that the structure of men blazers is gonna hit every single time. And so you kind of wanna get yourself used to, you know, hitting those sections that you already know. That's part of your own personal style. If you are a dress woman, go to the dress sections first. If you want to hit up the bags and the shoes, hit the bags and the shoes. And I'm not the type of thrifter where I feel like I have to touch every single piece in a thrift store. The more you go, the more you will train yourself to look for pattern. I look for patterns. I look for color. I look for lace. I look for sequin. I look for the things that's going to jump out at me. If I see something that's colorful, floral, you know, a bold stripe, I'm drawn to that just with my eye. I don't have to touch every single piece in the store in order to, you know, find something. Maybe you might do that just in the more delicate tops like tanks and things like that if you're looking for that. But for me, most of the time, I'm looking for what stands out, what's bold. Because most times on a thrift day, I'm going in 10 stores. I need to be in and out of these stores. I don't have all day to, you know, sort through, go through, look. And then, you know, you kind of get used to what's looking like at the fabrics. So you'll see, you know, a satin or a silk. You might see a wool and kind of can look at it and tell. So you'll begin to train yourself on what to look for in quality. One of the key things, especially if you're like looking for jeans or you're looking for things, or if you find things that have zippers, buttons, make sure the zipper works. If it's got buttons, make sure all the buttons are there and all the buttons are, work properly, or they're sewn down properly. Check for stains. That's one of the key things. Definitely check for the stains. Check for rips and tears, especially if you are a reseller. Check for those things. And I just try to stick to what I know. I know I'm a blazer girl. I know I'm a denim girl. I know that, you know, I like button downs. Most of the time when I'm in the men's section, I'm going for the men's button downs. Just train yourself to start to look for specific things. And then if you know that your color palette in your wardrobe is blacks and your neutrals and your creams, go specifically for that. Everything else, you ain't worried about. So you'll start to, the more that you thrift, you'll start to train yourself that you can go into a store, hit that store up less than 45 minutes, 30 minutes, you're in and out. Even on bags, I'm looking for specific patterns. I'm looking for handles. I'm looking for buckles. I'm looking for, you know, the jewels on it. Anything that kind of sticks out, stand out. Because again, we want unique. We're thrifting because we want vintage. We want unique. We want something that's got structure. You know, fast fashion is all throughout the thrift stores these days and times. Fashion Nova, Shein, all that, you're going to find that. But you want those unique things. Take your time, but just specifically look for the things that you know that you're focused on looking for. All right, y'all. So to recap, what did we say? Go with some inspiration. Find your Pinterest board, find your fashion inspiration, whoever that person is. I love Amanda Murray. I love Kalana Barfield Brown. I love Tracy Ellis Ross. Have, you know, visions of looks and things in your mind when you go. And especially if you know what you already have in your closet, you can know, okay, well, I'm looking for instance, with Amanda, sometimes it might be as simple as a striped tie. I want a striped tie, burgundy striped tie. I know that's what I'm looking for, so I specifically go looking for that. Even for the home decor stuff, you know, if you're into China ware glasses, go look specifically for that. Don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed, even though you can be overwhelmed because there's so much in there. But just be mindful of what speaks to you. Grab what speaks to you. Grab what you would wear. By now, I already know what my audience likes. I already know what the girlies like from me when I have my live sales. I already know what they like from me from my style boxes because they resonate. It's something about my style that they resonate with. So as you're figuring that out, you'll thrift and get the things that you know, either as a reseller or just for your personal wardrobe. I'm in the process now of revamping my personal wardrobe. I thrift a lot because I resell. So I accumulate a lot of things because of that. But I also know for me personally, I'm narrowing down to the things now that I specifically know that I want. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time in the videos. I left that because I didn't have a need for it. Or I left that because I'm not going to wear that more than one time. And that's the one thing key about thrifting. You got to just make sure that, you know, you're not feeding into the overconsumption because it's easy. It's very, very easy to do. So we needed to know what we're going for, our inspiration, finding the right thrift stores. Y'all know the rule is Google and go. You got to Google and go. When to go thrifting? During the week, Go early, avoid weekends, avoid sale days. Cover the bases, mix and match that in between as you need to, as your schedule fits. But those are the key things to note when you're going thrifting. What to wear. We already know we're going to keep it simple, basic. We ain't going fancy. Even though for some people, you know, having accessories on or having their makeup done or having your hair done can kind of help you. Because I know sometimes for me, the look doesn't come together until my makeup and my hair is done. It just ain't gonna come together for me until then. So sometimes, like I said, when I go after work, I'm already dressed for work. My makeup is done, my hair is done. So I can go, you know, after work, try something on and know that it's gonna work. But on a regular day, girl, clean, simple, basic, in and out. We're just trying to find the things. And then, you know, mastering the art of it. You know, don't feel like you have to touch every single thing. Look for patterns, look for color, look for sequins, look for floral. Check the zippers. Make sure there's no tears, holes in items. Just know your overall style and inspiration. And I think the more that you go, the more that you do that, you'll hone in on thrifting and making thrifting fun. It's the thrill of what you can find. I go, y'all, because of the thrill of what Tanya's gonna find. I never know. I don't normally go with anything specific. Have fun with thrifting. It is a fun hobby or business if you choose to make it a business to have. Enjoy it. And then come on here and share us with what you found, because we nosy. We like to see. We want the hauls. So get on here and do your short, show us your thrift finds. Come on YouTube, create your videos, sharing what you found in thrifting, inspire others to do the same. Girl, sustainability is where it's at. Don't get me wrong. We all love luxury, I'm sure. We all mix luxury things because I do. But I can guarantee you at about 90%, 80%, at least 50% of whatever I'm putting on is gonna be something thrifted incorporated in that. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys, you know, found something useful with this video. If so, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see from me in terms of thrifting. If you need a part 2 for me to delve a little bit more into it, you know, maybe one day I'll be able to do it in the thrift store to kind of show you. But it's so hard because I can't, the music. YouTube kills me. That's why I have to voice over a lot of things because I can't play the music. But let me know if this helps. I love you guys. See you in my next video.